Okay, so we're going into round one here. We're against the legend that is Anarchomushroom, playing 4-9, which is going to be potentially tricky. And I'm going to mulligan this hand because I don't have any ice that I'm going to put on HQ. This is much better in terms of econ at least, which is great. Just waiting for retirements. I'm playing Aginfusion here. I've got some Keelings in it, and I've got some spice in the form of Regenesis, which I think is really strong in this deck. Obviously, I'm playing Nanisivik grid. And we'll just have to see how the rest of it goes. A little bit of wrestling chat going on in chat log right now. Very good episode of Dynamite this week for any wrestling fans out there.
Timer has begun. You may begin playing.
Okay, they kept.
Hello, everyone. If you can see, you may begin.
Sweet. Okay. They kept, which is scary. We have more econ. I think we're going to put this Bathynomus on HQ. We could draw first. I think we're just going to take some money, and then we'll put this here. So that at least we can Aginfusion a diversion of funds. Okay, they draw a load of cards, install a daily cast. We've got another oboe, which is not great. We're going to draw. We've got 3 Hand's Eye reviews now. We're going to draw again. Nanisivik grid is pretty good. I think we're going to have to Hand's Eye away a Hand's Eye. Because we have no way of... If I didn't just draw like 6, then I might have Hand's-eyed an oboe there. If I had any ice to put on archives, I might have Hand's-eyed an oboe there. We want to get a piece of ice, at least one piece of ice on R&D before we put this Nanisivik grid on archives. And we really want some ice now. Okay, let's find some ice. Any ice. None of that is ice. So now we are literally just going to have to put this oboe in archives, and maybe we hit a Pagolta with it if they choose to steal it. I don't know. This is not going great. I mean, we've got lots of money, so Doof is less scary. I would really like some ice. Some kind. Okay, I think we're going to... I think I put the DNA on R&D. We put the spin out. We will pay for that. We've got plenty of money at the moment. And then hopefully we can draw into some options here. I potentially would have liked to actually get rid of second oboe here, maybe installing and resing this. Doesn't feel amazing, but okay. Chiashi is actually good against Turtle, so that's something. Okay, they've got their Pagolta. This is tricky. I think I need to put this on archives. They've got no paperclip.
Just making sure one last time that everybody did see the announcement that you can begin.
I'm going to turn down the volume here quite a bit. Okay, tricky. We're gonna have to put this on archives. We'll pay. Um, we might have to do nanos. I think we're gonna have to start putting these Nanisiviks out, and I don't really want to yet. I could take 2 and chuck the oboes. Starts to run HQ, I'm in a lot of trouble. I could go nanny grid on archives and nanny grid on HQ. I don't love that because I then haven't got a nanny grid for the remote, but I'm really unsure about what I'm doing if that's not what I'm doing. Okay. I think the only thing here is to put out the nanny grids on archives and HQ. And I don't like this line, but I'm unsure what else I do here. Because my hand is very clunky. Do I res here? I think I probably do res. I think I want a boot target, and at the moment they can't break this. Let's get a... that's okay. Okay, so I think here we can go new remote, we'll pay, we'll put that there, and we'll take a credit. I'm hoping they're on a... I'm kind of hoping they're on a Mina. I mean, it makes my DNA tracker look really rubbish if they are, but at least they'll struggle to pay for it here. Okay, so we boop here, and then they very likely pinhole us, but we don't have anything better to do. Actually, this is probably fine, because if they... we should hit the pinholes. Yeah, we hit 1. We hit 2. Okay, that's really good. We're going to need to... We're going to need to get more ice here. I think there's a strong chance that we just purge, because I don't think we have a better turn unless we draw and we draw into something. So I'm going to purge here just to keep us on track, as we don't have much better. I'd like to draw an ice. Okay, that is an ice. It's an ice that we can use, which is good. We're putting this in a new remote. We'll pay this in and we'll take a credit. So next time we can money back up. The magnet protecting regolith is fine for now. We've got another spin, which might be able to sort us out here. Okay. We're going to get to fire 1 sub. They lost a mad dash. That's good for us. We wouldn't have been able to steal an oboe. Okay, we don't have any anemones anywhere, which is really annoying. This is not great ice against criminal. But I think we put it on server free. We'll pay for that. I think it's fairly obvious because they've just seen it. We're going to take the money from there. Okay, we'd love to find an enemy just so that we can sculpt our hand a little bit. I think we can put down a Keeling. This is very expensive for them to get to, and they can't get through the DNA tracker at the moment. We'll pay for that. We'll gain 2 credits. Do we have an end the run in here? We don't. We're not going to either. Okay, so this is a problem. Okay, Unity. It's worse for us. Okay, lose a dirty laundry. So, excellent. Right, we have another piece of ice. We're going to put this in a new remote. We will pay because we don't want them to get counters here. We're going to put this on R&D to stop pinholes. And then do we draw and discard agendas? We don't actually have. I think we do. Okay, and then Nancy is so-so at best, to be quite honest. Okay, right, we haven't got a good boot target anymore. Right, we're going to put the agendas back in the deck. I think we do res this tier. Don't know how much it costs them to get in. Nine, they get 2 back, so 7. And then we just boot here, right? Where do we boot them to? There's a chance we actually wanted this in archives, but without the nanny grid. Can't res this Chiashi, which is a real shame because actually that would have killed them if they continued. I think we boot them to archives. There is a chance that then they pinhole. So maybe we let them continue here. And they trash this. We put another one straight in. I think that's fine. We could. No, this costs 2. This is 4. If we draw a Regenesis now, then we're in a great spot. Okay, so we could just money up a little more here. The anemone is good, but also not ideal. I think we can give them one counter. So we're not going to pay here. We're going to res. Going to take some money. Just so that we don't get really threatened. Visbophonemus is purely here. It's one on HQ. It's purely here as a nag target. I'm never going to res it. Ever. Okay, they're thinking. They're running HQ. Okay, so I can't really boot them here. I would much rather have something which wasn't just a Bophonemus here. I'd like to have this tier down. If I had this tier, I'd actually consider using the Trasher installed thing to trash their Bagolta. Let's do 3 nat. We hit a Docklands, we hit a Diversion, and a Citadel. We're going to see some stuff. They see an enemy. They trash the Nanny. Cost them 3. That's pretty good. I think we take 3 from here. And then we're going to put the anemones out. Going to put one on HQ. Yeah, we'll pay. We'll put one on our house. We're still okay for money. I think next time we're probably going to put the new Keeling in here. That's annoying. So let's see how much money they have. They have 7 here. And 3 there. So that's 10, 11. I don't think they can get through this multiple times. And then maybe... Okay. So the bones is going to be good when it comes to actually trashing this thing. They are down to 8 cards in stack. That's pretty significant. Okay, they exposed a DNA tracker on R&D. I think we res an anemone here. We're going to have to put the Anants. No, we can. Oh, we could just boot them. Oh, we could just boot them. This is really interesting. So the possible play here, and it really relies on us drawing pretty much exactly a Regenesis. But it's to res the enemy, trash the oboe, and then boot them into the tier. Which they may well just pay. They may pay the clicks, and if they pay the clicks, then that is really good for us. I think We definitely res the enemy. I think we're going to trust the oboe here. At best, it's safe. Okay, so right, they're instantly bouncing. Yeah, they're playing into the Keeling quite well there. I think we're going to put down an Anansi and click for 2 credits. I kind of want a better boot target. I think I'm just going to force them through this. I think we're actually quite good in terms of money. So I think I can just make them poor. This deck isn't trying, or the best way to play this deck is not to lean too hard onto the Keeling. Use it to open up some scoring windows. If we decide to click through this tier here, for instance, and we draw into a Regenesis, they're going to pay for it, which makes a lot of sense. So we could boot from somewhere here. Wouldn't mind having an end run, but it's not the best. I think I just let them in. Like, how much more money are they going to have? Not very much. So so if I boot them, if I boot them, I get the Keeling for another turn. They'll be down to a grip size of 2 next turn. They will probably get through here. It may well have a pinhole. If they pinhole, then I can anemone them here. DNA track, I don't think they can get through here. They can't get through here. We're gonna boot. I guess I put them onto archives. If they continue, then that's pretty bad for them. And at least this, they have to pay 1. Yeah, they check out. Very nice. Okay, so they're clearing out the Keeling with an inside job. This makes a lot of sense. Oh, if we'd put the well, then we wouldn't necessarily have a server. Okay, so now we've got a nanny in hand, which is pretty good. We're going to put this here. We're going to pay. We're going to put the nanny in server 3, and we're going to gain a credit. We're just going to see what happens here. There is a chance. Put this in server 3. We'll pay, and we'll take 2 credits. It gets a little scary because we're going to draw into a lot of agendas. Well, we definitely res this. What do we trash? We probably trash the anemone just so that we have another face down ice. Do we boot for any reason here? No. Okay, they have 3 cards left in stack. We're gonna draw probably in for agendas here. A bit scary. Okay, we have a Regenesis. The Regenesis is good for us. Can they challenge this remote? Is the real question. We've got an end to run. We'll pay for this and we'll take 2 credits. So I think here we get to score the oboe. There's a chance they score an oboe. There's a chance that they just get a lot of counters here. So the turf's really good. I think next turn we just purge. We could divert the enemies. It's not the worst. Right, let's undo, go back. Because actually a 6 strength turtle is going to be an issue, a 7th strength turtle more so. Okay, they steal the oboe. So we could divert here. See what we get. I think we purge. Actually, we might well boot them here because we want the Bathynomus face down. Any pinholes left? Potentially 1 pinhole left. That's scary. So we could divert next turn. Think we divert. We'd probably res this DNA tracker because I think that's better than this Anansi. Next time we're going to finally score out this Regenesis. They're taking money. Okay. We will discard, I think, the Chiashi here. If we can draw the last oboe, then we can just score it. They're kind of locked off running many places. I mean, R&D costs them an arm and a leg to get into. That's where they're going now, because that's where they know they can go. So this costs 5. So this is going to cost 10 each time they want to go through, which they can't do regularly. Not until they get turtle up anyway. Let's draw 1. Let's do this. I think we can put in an enemy. Let's put it on server 3. We'll pay. This server is essentially completely safe now.
I'm just going to announce it on voice channel for anybody listening. If you haven't seen the announcements, due to technical issues on the tournament server, we are asking everybody to move their next games to the live JNet server. There appears to be just something up with the tournament server. Hopefully, we don't experience too much lag with load on that server, but we think that that's going to be the best option right now. There was also a blanket 5-minute extension for the entire round due to technical issues.
Be clear on that front. If you are currently in a game, do not fight.
That's
not end
correct.
it. Make sure that you continue through. Finish that game and then change servers.
Yes. Please only change between games. Your current game, if at all possible. And if you can't, for some reason, complete your current game, call the judge, please. And then we'll figure out where to go from there.
Okay, so brief interlude while they sorted some announcements out. We may have to purge soon if we don't find what we want. We found what we want. Do we wait for next turn? Have we got a Baphonomus in the bin? So I think I just take 2 credits here. I'm going to throw this tier into the bin because that's the best place for it. We're going to put the thimble rig in the bin. We definitely res the anemone here because yeah, we res the anemone. Yeah, we'll trash a card. I think we trash the regolith here. Yeah, we'll trash the magnet. There's a chance that we use this just to no, we've got or I could bounce them to the DNA tracker. They're gonna have to spend money. I think that's fine. I have to spend 5 here. Gonna put it in server 3. We will pay 1. Then the turn. So they can make 1 good run on R&D, I think. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe here. Regenesis OP. Nanisivik grid. Somewhat unrelevant, but also relevant at the same time. Massive protection for archives. How long have we got left? hunting.